overheating. Our fellow officer back there. We'll see what happens. All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Iron King YouTube channel. Pretty special video today. Behind me, a 1966 Tuxedo Edition CJ5. We're gonna see if it'll drive 200 miles back to my shop in Prineville. All right, well, we're out in the middle of absolute nowhere. And right here is a 66 CJ5. Little bit of rust. No big deal. Pretty straight body, other than the rust, but we're not gonna look over there. We're gonna look over here. It does run, I think. I haven't fired it up yet, but I was told it does run. We're set up with a tow bar. Pretty cool little Jeep. It's got manual steering, 3-speed transmission. This is an overdrive. Looks like she's been off the road for a few years. How cool is that? Fiberglass roof. I was hoping that all the lug nuts were tight. We're missing one here. Everything looks okay underneath here. No shocks over here. It's got a Fram oil filter, so we know that they definitely cared about this engine. We got 4 of the same lug nuts on that side. Lights. Excellent, excellent towing setup. Modified steering linkage. I'm not sure what they used here. Some sort of like caulking for a window, I think. Perfect. I'm pretty sure all the tires are the same. They're not the same tread height, but they are the same tires. So old boy was trying to save some money and find 2 tires at a time. These are all tight. Worn locking hubs. Not a ton of rust in this unit. Everything seems pretty solid other than that tire carrier over there, what used to be the tire carrier on that side. Over here I noticed we got some loosage nuts. So we're gonna have to fix that. We do have a shock on this side, but no shock on that side. Let's go check out the power barn. What is this, odd fire V6 or even fire?
This one should be an odd fire.
Okay, so odd fire V6. Obviously we're manual steering. Newish alternator. There's definitely no water or rust in there, so that's good. That's why it's red. 2 power wires. Perfect. Is the battery held down? Definitely not, so that's good. What have I done? This is definitely going to be a trip. We're going to go ahead and get the Jeep off this guy's property, and we'll take an even closer look at this thing. Hopefully it starts. That's the first thing we got to find out. If it starts, runs. I guess we haven't checked the oil. Where's the dipstick on this thing? Does it have a dipstick?
Let's see. Where's that?
Oh, right here. Sure. Now the radiator definitely doesn't leak, which is why there's stains all over it. So I wonder how much water is actually in it.
There's a creek down there we can fill it up out of.
Oh, hey,
pressure.
held pressure.
That's a good sign.
It's definitely empty, so she's air cooled right now.
There's more of that window caulking down here on your thermostat housing too.
Yes. Well, so you just like save money.
How many water bottles did we bring?
Enough.
Okay.
Quentin brought actual coolant too.
Yes, I did.
Like, I don't get why.
Well, and I have to urinate real bad, and
I dare you. I will so film that if you do it.
just kidding, I'm not doing that. Okay. It'll probably, maybe she'll make it. What a trip this is gonna be. Did we bring tools to at least tighten the wheel?
I was gonna bring all the tools out of my Jeep and I forgot to grab them.
Well, at least I'll make him tighten up the wheel and be like, yeah, buddy, we gotta do some fixing here. Oh, drive shaft. That was definitely not bought at Wilco. Okay, well, we're moving. Sorry, I kind of jumped in that. I had to get out of that guy's property, but here we go. Oh my gosh. I think we have one brake. RPM gauge, speedo. What have I done? Only another 199 miles to go. And we're going down a hill with one brake. Come on, slow down. She's definitely a triple pumper. Okay, so here's where we're at. I think we've gone about 1.5 miles that direction, this direction. We came from that direction. What have I done? This is going to be an absolute adventure. I've got two ways to look at it. Great or horrible. Anyway, here's what we found on the Jeep so far. We've got 1 out of 4 brakes, and it is right here. So that's good. The shocks, well, there is none, but you have really good suspension seat here, so it really soaks up a lot of the bumps. Steering is, well, that's how much play is in it, and the wheels are not moving. What an adventure this is going to be. We did get the wheels tightened up. It is running okay. So I guess we're gonna go ahead. I'll hop back in this thing, keep driving it, and just keep going and going and going, and hopefully we make it. Back to the shop. Think we're gonna make it?
Right there. Oh yeah. Yep.
On a scale of 1 to...
We've already agreed on an 80-20 here.
I am at least 36.45% sure we're gonna make it with it running. I'm 100% sure we're gonna make it on the back of your truck.
Well, you think that, but you just missed the point where my throttle control just died and I was stuck at idle the whole time coming down that hill.
Oh.
So I gotta say, we've decided it's the 80-20 rule, and we don't know if it's 80% chance that this is gonna fail or 20% chance that you're gonna make it.
Worst case scenario, we have a tow ball, so...
Yeah,
and there's a lake here, so all we gotta do is buy a boat and we can launch a boat real easy.
If that throttle pedal control goes out in that truck again, we might be hooking that to the back so you can push me back.
I will tell you, I've never been so scared in my life to drive a vehicle, and it takes a lot to genuinely scare me. That is putting the fear in my, it's not good. But I'm sure we'll make it. Probably. All right. Let's get back on the road. Yeah. Hopefully it starts back up.
Quick, before you take off.
Yes.
Who are you leaving everything to?
We'll have a raffle. How about we have a giveaway? It genuinely runs pretty good. I mean, it only backfires
That means you can go really fast.
This is... Oh, it's pumping up. She's pumping up now. I might have more than one brake in a little bit. All right, guys, let's keep moving. We got a lot of ground to cover. Should we fill it up? have a jacket or something we can throw over that radiator cap so we don't...
It's 100 degrees outside. I don't have a jacket.
I have a jacket.
I don't have a jacket. I do have this. That's not gonna work. If she goes above 200, we're gonna we'll shut her down. All right, here we go. Woohoo! Temperature gauge came up a little bit. I don't think that tack is reading right, but it's still running. I can't believe it. Something loose. Very little loose. That's okay. Got a real steep hill here. Gotta definitely triple pump those things, get her to slow down. Slowly making our way. Let's see. Oh yeah. Woohoo! Made it that far. Everything's still running okay. All right, well, I think we're about 10 miles in. We got a pretty good differential leak. Nothing other crazy out here. Guy said he had it on the road. Let's see, that was 18 he registered. He said it was 5 years before that was the last time that he had it driven on the road. So however long ago that was. But we're still going, making our way. We got to go about 190 miles in that direction. We just came from way up in those hills up there. So hopefully it keeps going good. We're gonna go ahead, fill this thing up with fuel, just top it off. He said it was full, and the tank definitely leaks, so that's good. Let's go ahead and top this thing off. Okay, first fuel up. Hopefully it goes good. He said it was full, but you can never be too careful. You can hear it. She's full. I don't want to go too much just in case it leaks, and it definitely does. So she's full. Okay. Yeah, we got a little bit of a fuel leak. All right, guys, we got the Jeeps all fueled up. I'm getting fueled up. Water, Gatorade. Fire this thing up. Keep heading on. Man, she sure does run good. Sweet. Let's rock. Alright, got her about 45 miles an hour. Woohoo! We're making it. Alright, we've been driving here for a minute. We're coming up to, it said there was fire activity and they got the stoplight as red. Gonna give her the old triple pump. Stop. Oh yeah, we're getting some brakes back. Oh, how nice it is just to stop. No more wind. Getting a little warm. We have to pull over here and put some coolant in it. All right, well, we've made it probably 25-ish miles, 30 miles into our trip. Jeep's doing okay. We got a couple little odds and ends we might have to tighten up. I've noticed some sort of a driveline vibration going on under here, and the differential does leak. It's super hot too because all of the exhaust is coming right up and going right back into the cab. And the fuel tank is definitely still leaking. A lot.
Down earlier.
No, she was hanging down.
Oh, she was already.
Yeah, no, I just left her. I just let her. She's just chilling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't notice it before. What do you think it's for?
I think he just needed it there.
Is this a random bungee cord?
You never know when you're gonna need a random bungee cord.
It's a good place to have it.
Okay.
So what are we gonna name this Jeep, guys? It's gotta have a name. All the yellow Jeeps have names.
Well, we're driving by a creek. Hopefully it's not the Yellow Submarine.
Oh. I don't like that name, no. All right. Well, we'll just keep going. Nice and slow. Temperature right now is about 98 degrees, so it's doing pretty good for however old this Jeep is. Almost 50 years old. Over 50. There's the fire. Someplace soon. Yes, 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 yes. Woohoo, that was a huge hill we just went up. Go ahead and let this guy cool down a little bit. Getting warm. Little warm, little warm. I can't believe it just did. That was a big hill. Oh my. She's about ready to give up, so let's just let her chill out for a second. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, we made it up the hill. He didn't like it. Got coolant leaking out. We'll go ahead and maybe I'll fire this thing back up and just try and let it run. I'm just gonna fire it up, try and cycle that coolant real quick. Shut her down. Warm. Yep.
On a hill and the parking brake doesn't work, so improvise.
Oh yeah, we can hear it.
What, that's the most expensive looking parking brake I've ever
She's a little warm. Unfortunately, there was no spot to pull over. We were on a big giant uphill and it was just not safe. I had to push on until I could find a place to pull over safely. So
look at what part's actually touching. I thought it was that. Nope.
Oh.
Whoops.
Perfect.
Hey, that's a pretty beefy light bar.
Nice.
I'll tell you what though, guys, this is the greatest time I'm having. This is so much fun to go out here in the middle of nowhere, get a vehicle that probably hasn't been on the road in 20 years, and driving that thing 200 miles back home just to see if it'll do it. And it takes you to some of the greatest places ever. We're in the middle of Eastern Oregon here, and it's just amazing. The old vehicles will take you to some of the most amazing places in the world. And we're in one of them right now. Just awesome. So we're gonna go ahead, let that thing cool down.
Oh, it was a great idea. Putting it in before we left would have been an even better one.
I know, we'll go ahead and We'll let her chill out, and then we'll add some coolant. Yeah, I could hear it boiling. Where was it boiling out of? Oh, out of the cap.
Oh, she's making noises.
Look at all the pressure.
Dude, you could cook a burrito in there.
Yeah.
It's hot.
It runs good still.
For now.
Well, she's got water in it now.
Yeah, bubbled up from the bottom.
Ah, darn it. Well, maybe there's an air bubble in it. Maybe that's why it overheated.
Oh, that's totally it.
It's not because it's 110 degrees outside and I'm driving a 66 Jeep
Uphill.
that hasn't been driven on the road in years. That's definitely not, and definitely not because I didn't put coolant in it. It's definitely had an air bubble in it. Did you see that precision pour? I didn't miss one bit.
That's...
You had to ruin the precision pour. Dual precision pours. How much is it gonna take?
At least 2 of those jugs.
There's a water trough over there for the cows.
Oh, I was wrong.
Perfect. Factory.
You know what the problem with that though? That means it wasn't that low.
Yeah. That was a big hill. You gotta admit, that was a big hill.
Yeah. And you were cruising up it. Like,
Yeah.
You're doing pretty good. We're almost to the top.
Cool.
She's cool now.
Yes. All right, what do you think? Get back on the road? See if we can make it? I will say the fuel tank did stop leaking.
You're correct, but your rear end is still leaking.
That's okay. It means it's got some in it. Let's roll. I sure hope that RPM gauge isn't right. I don't think it is. I think it would have blown up a while back. Still looking pretty good. Got good temperature. Pretty okay oil pressure. At least we got something going on. We're still trucking. Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. Slow us down. Almost made it. Overheating. Our fellow officer back there pulled me over. Of all things, impeding traffic. The sign said 45. I was doing 44. Maybe he's just having a bad day. I don't know. Anyway, I was not gonna stop and let this thing overheat like it just did. Anyway, is what it is. Pulled me over, gives me a ticket. Oh well, see what happens. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and let it cool down. Almost to the top of the hill right up there. Of all the things I think I thought I'd ever get a ticket for, impeding traffic.
Did you get a ticket?
No. Oh. No, he gave me a warning.
You got a warning?
I was driving too slow. He's like, is there a reason you didn't pull over? And I'm like, dude, it's gonna overheat and it's a 66 Jeep. It doesn't go that fast.
But didn't you see all the cars behind you? You're like, you don't have any mirrors.
Oh. How many cars were there?
There was us, 2 cars, and him.
Oh, fuck.
Not that many.
It's hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
Hey, that's a little bit bulged.
I think the radiator or the battery's a little warm too. Bye. Love you. She's a little warm. Dang it. Anyway, guys, we're gonna let this thing cool down. I would have made it, but we're gonna let it cool down, put some coolant back in it.
Now you do, because you blew some out.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of concerned because all this pressure is still in here, and I don't want to do the...
Again. Do that again. Where's the steam coming out of? When you did that, I saw steam.
Oh, I wonder if is that hose leaking down? Or is the actual...
it's down the...
Do it again.
It's all this down the radiator right here.
Okay.
It's just that, all that coolant on the radiator.
Yep.
All right. It just looked like it puffed from somewhere.
Well, the radiator definitely doesn't leak. I mean, you can tell by all the corrosion.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's totally fine.
Definitely a factory.
You can use that thing as a submarine.
Did you show him your spare drive line?
Yeah. And it's not even for this Jeep. He just said he had a spare driveline
So
laying.
he put it in there?
Yeah, he just threw it in there for me.
This is awesome.
Look at that, we're back up in the pine trees. We're on the highway. This Jeep loves to do 44.5.
Yeah, oh, it's cruising at like 44, 45.
Any faster than that, it gets a really bad vibration.
Well, did you see the front drive line? Well, it's not spinning right now.
No, but the rear one, I have a feeling that the lift kit they did might have affected the angle. This thing's awesome.
I love it. Did this fall down while you were driving?
No, I pulled it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it won't go to the ground when down.
Yeah, that's good. I'm just gonna pull that right off and throw it in the scrap bin. At least the temperature's dropping. It's not very hot up here
Didn't say
anymore.
anything about your missing marker lights or mirror or...
No tail lights. Does it have tail lights? When I step on the brakes, periodically, do you see the lights flickering?
Yeah. No.
Perfect. 50-50. Here, when you guys step on the brakes, let's see if they work. No.
Yeah, you're good.
Hold on, let me pull this back. He had like 4 different knobs that he pulled to make everything work.
There we go.
Oh, they do turn on.
Now do they...
No. Let's see. Let me try and push in one of these. Are they still on?
Lights?
Yeah.
Now step on the brake and see if they light up. That's clutch. Clutch.
That's the brake.
Is it? Oh yeah, you're right.
If it was a clutch, I'd roll down the hill and run
Okay,
you over.
all right. Okay, smarty pants.
And you have your front marker lights, but no headlights.
Okay, so we better hurry up.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, water.
You got
Okay.
this, Quentin.
Okay. I'll try not to impede traffic for you guys. Hopefully she starts. Fired right up. I think we're good. Almost there. About a mile from the shop. Fellow Jeepers. Yes. Yeah. Getting that Jeep wave on, boy. Hey, yeah. Jeepin'. Jeepin'. Jeepin' in the USA. With no shocks, it's pretty fun. It almost does a wheelie. Woohoo! We made it! Almost to the shop. Coming down the main stretch. Woohoo!
I am so happy that worked.
That was all I wanted it to be and more.
Oh, getting pulled
That
over.
was so awesome.
Everything.
Hey, left my blinker on. Did you see me doing wheelies?
Yeah, your blinker's gone for a while. Yeah, I saw your wheelies.
Oh, and I found out why it had a bad driveline vibration. The front drive, the hubs are locked in.
Oh, really? So that jacked up driveline was spinning?
Yeah, the whole time. So.
I couldn't get on camera because I'm behind you, but I saw the wheelies.
You did?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
With no shocks on the front. Boom, boom.
Yep. Well, we made it back. A 200-mile road trip in a 66 WILLYS CJ5. It's been off the road for years, and we made it. It had 200 miles left in it, just barely. That was an awesome trip. Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for this one. Always remember, if you have any questions, throw them down there in the comment section. If you like the video, leave a like. And if you want to see more stuff like that, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next one.